Hello everyone. Today I am going to talk about one of my weaknesses that I am actively working on. I believe that talking about weakness honestly is very important because it shows self-awareness and a willingness to improve. No one is perfect and recognizing our areas of improvement is the first step towards growth. One weakness that I have identified in myself is that I sometimes tend to overthink decisions, especially when I want to make them perfect or accurate. Whenever I'm given a task or a problem, I try to analyze it from multiple angles, which is generally a good thing, but sometimes I spend too much time thinking about all the possible options and outcomes. Because of this, my decision making can be slightly delayed. Whenever I'm given a task or a problem, it happens. This usually happens when I want to ensure the solution I provide is the best possible one. I try to avoid mistakes and consider every detail, but in the process, I end up overanalyzing the situation. I realized this during my MBA while working on an assignment in group projects. There was a situation where quick decisions were needed. My team or my peers or my friends were making quick decisions using their analytical skills, but I was focusing on analyzing, thinking on a particular solution from different angles. This made me understand that in a fast paced environment, especially in the roles like consulting, speed and clarity are as important as accuracy. Recognizing this weakness was an important step for me. Now, I would like to talk about how I actually working on improving this skill. First of all, I have started setting the time limits for a decision making. Instead of thinking endlessly, I give myself a specific amount of time to analyze the problem and then move forward to a conclusion. This helps me stay focused to avoid unnecessary delays. For example, if I have given a case study, I like to give myself 5 minutes to identify all the reasons, all the problems in it, and come with a solution to give me a conclusion. Secondly, I'm learning to prioritize what really matters. Not every decision requires deep analysis. Some decisions can be taken quickly with available information. I'm learning to differentiate between high impact decisions and low impact ones. Another steps I'm taking is to follow a more structured approach. Instead of thinking randomly, I break the problem into parts, identify key factors, and then evaluate one or only the most relevant options. This helps me reduce overthinking and make decisions more effectively or efficiently. I am also working on trusting my judgment more. Earlier, I used to doubt whether my decisions was right or not, which led to thinking more. But now I'm learning to be more confident in my analysis and make decisions with clarity. Additionally, through group work and discussions, I'm learning to take inputs from others and move towards instead of trying to figure out everything on my own to have a teamwork. This is not only saves time but also improve my quality of decisions. When every member of my team helps me identify what are the problems I'm facing and what are the key areas I'm improving in. I've also started seeing improvement in myself. I'm making faster decision making while still maintaining a logical and structured approach. I would also like to mention that this weakness or as something that can actually turn into a strength if I manage it properly. The ability to analyze deeply is important, but it needs to be balanced with timely actions. So my goal is not to stop analyzing, but to analyze effectively and act efficiently. So, in a role like consulting, the balance is very important because clients expect both well thought out solution and timely explanation. To summarize my weakness, I tend to overthink decision at times, but I'm actively working on it by setting time limits, prioritizing effectively, following a structured approach, and building confidence in my judgment, while also working in a team manner. I believe that with this continuous effort, I will be able to convert this weakness into one of my strengths. Thank you.